What's up, collectors and Transformers enthusiasts? Today we're going to be taking a look at the recently leaked in-hand images of Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave. Yes, in-hand images. Let's go. And here we have technically our first look at this guy without no CG, no nothing. This is how he's gonna look on your hands, and oh my god. The same thoughts are in my mind. From top to bottom, this guy is just perfection at his finest. You can see the sculpted and detail is superb. The paint distribution is fantastically done. And you can see that this guy is super accurate to his particular representation. I'm seeing no cable, no backpack, no nothing. This guy is super slick, and this is exactly what I wanted because, you know, to be fair, nobody cares about the vehicle mode. It's just irrelevant. We didn't even know that that was his vehicle mode on the movie, and to be fair, there's just a couple of 100 vehicle modes on this guy. You know, a lot of ideas, spaceships, cars and stuff. It's pretty much irrelevant, the vehicle mode. The thing that everybody wants on their collection is the robot mode itself, and as you can see, everything is good. I love the feet, I love the legs, the chest. You can see that it opens, so I'm really sure, I'm crossing my fingers at the very least, that the core class Ravage is gonna go ahead and fit there. And if it does, oh my god, this guy is gonna be amazing. You can see that the arms are good, the weapon is exactly the same as the movie representation, the face go is just superb. It's just overall a fantastic addition to your collection, and I just cannot wait to add this guy into mine. Now, moving on to a quick comparison so you guys can see why I'm so excited. This guy looks like a complete copy and paste from his movie representations. You can see really accurate, man. Everything is exactly the same. The feet, the legs, the chest, the arms, the face go, everything is exactly the same. No panels, no backpack like I was saying. Everything is just spot on. Now, for a closer look of that beautiful open chest, you can imagine Ravage in there. You can clearly see that it has more than enough space for core class Ravage to fit there. I'm really closing my fingers, man. Just imagine that in there. It's gonna be so good, and it's just gonna go ahead and open the gates for every single, like, you know, cassette mode to fit in there. And not only this one, but for the Netflix version, like, just imagine a core class Ravage from the G1 series to fit in that Netflix version of Soundwave. That's gonna be amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw away all my Ravages and Laser Beats, you know, or the previous one, and just replace them with the core class versions of themselves. And again, if this works, then this is just amazing. This is big news for all the fans of Soundwave. And not only that, Blaster benefits as well, because imagine all the minions of Blaster on a core class scale. They're gonna look fantastic, and not to mention really accurate. Now, focusing a little bit more on the picture on the right, you can see that again, no backpack whatsoever, and you can clearly see that the shoulder cannon can articulate. I don't know if that is due to the transformation, but you can clearly see looking up, and on other photos you can see looking, you know, forward. So maybe it is due to transformation, or maybe it is just like that, and you can be able to articulate it on whatever position you want. And speaking of articulation, this guy looks like he's gonna have a lot of mobility. Like, it's super slick, has no panels, no backpack, so I expect a lot of articulation at the very least. And on this angle on the back, you can clearly see that it's gonna have more than an adjuvant band at the knee due to transformation maybe, or it's just supplies for the mobility. Now, in terms of the box, the vehicle mode, and how it looks next to the rest of the Decepticons, you can clearly see that he looks fantastic. He looks like a boss, man. He looks just really bulky in comparison to the you know, the Seekers. You see Starscream and Trust on the background there, and he looks superior. Honestly, Soundwave looks superior. He always does in my eyes. He's, you know, the best. But, you know, looking at it on this picture, he really looks superior. Like, it looks really bulky. It looks like an actual leader. I just cannot wait, man. I just cannot wait to just compare it, do a review and all that. And in terms of the box, you can clearly see that it has no plastic. Now this time it's just the box itself. It's kind of like the Kingdom versions of the package. You can see that, you know, it's just gonna be rafted in the actual box itself. You have to, you know, cut the mini panels and stuff to, you know, release the actual figure apart. I don't know what I think of that, because it's just super cheap, and I like to display my figures on the box. I'm not saying that this guy is gonna touch the box itself, because as soon as I'm taking this guy out, he's never going back in. But, you know, in terms of the future of the Studio Series line, you know, they may be a couple figures that I just don't want to take out of the box, or I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out of the box, review it, and put it back in until I needed to use it on a TikTok or something. And I don't know if that is gonna work, because, you know, for the Kingdom line, it's a pain in the, you know, where there are a couple of figures that I used them on the review, then I put it back in there, and it was a complete pain in the, where to, put them back in there correctly and to, display it looking good. I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly, but it's a pain, believe me, it's a pain. And last but not least, in terms of the vehicle mode, well, honestly, who cares? This guy looks like a spaceship slash car slash Green Goblin hoverboard. Like, this guy is just all over the place. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know, how to acknowledge this, but it's just a complete, full of metal, crappy Cybertronian vehicle mode. It kind of makes sense because, again, this is kind of alien looking and it looks good, don't get me wrong, but again, this is completely irrelevant. I'm not going to be displaying this guy on that, on that mode. I'm just going to be rocking it full on the robot mode. With that being said, that brings us to the end of the video. As always, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm really interested to see and know your opinion on it, so especially what you think about these new pictures of Soundwave. This is, a must-have for you. You're going to go ahead and pick it up, or this is a complete pass, you don't like it. Leave your thoughts in the comments. But that's pretty much it for the whole thing. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like. It will help you to algorithm and how some of my videos get out there. Wow. So if you get anything, any value in my content, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But this is pretty much it for Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave.